In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, suppose a person is on a journey, have to reach somewhere else. On the way, there are certain types of problems and troubles, like the terrain is not smooth at all, rather, there are stones and there are ditches, there are thrones, there are barking dogs, there is a harsh weather, a very harsh sunshine, sometimes it's raining, and sometimes there is a hail storm as well. Dear friends, there are so many problems. What this person should be doing on his way to on her way to her destination? Should she keep complaining, criticizing about the kind of terrain she has been given with? No, not at all. If at all she keeps herself busy in criticizing and complaining, then what is going to happen? Obviously, she is doing nothing but wasting her own precious time, wasting her own precious energy and the rest of the resources. That is, now there is another person who does not complain, does not criticize, does not even think an iota upon it. Do not complain about the chords she has been given with, but continues his or her journey. Try to exploit whatever good resources are available to them, available to him or her, but do not complain about the dearth of anything else, about the difficulties of the way anything at all. Continues their journey. Definitely, this person is a wise person, is an intelligent person, and there is quite a lot of probability that this person will reach his her destination. Now, dear friends, we the humans, almost all of us, most of us, are in a situation like that. Most of us are in a situation like that one. We do have to travel, we do have to walk, we do have to reach somewhere else, and that that somewhere else is our destination, what we want to achieve, where we want to be, and at what place we want to see ourselves. But there are troubles, there are difficulties, there are one type of trouble, there is another type of trouble, there is a third type of trouble, and there is fourth type of problem. So there are problems, there are hurdles, there are difficulties, there are even dangers, there are certain threats, there are certain vulnerabilities. What we need to do is that we don't need to complain at all. We don't need to complain. We don't need to criticize. We don't need to, keep thinking that I have been given with the wrong terrain, with the wrong field, and or I have been given something very tough. We don't have to complain at all. But the life we are living in is not anyway different from that sort of travel, from that sort of walk. There are problems, there are difficulties. We do have to become patient. We do have to keep our mind there. We do have to stay focused because there are threats as well. We might find ourselves in the ditches. We might, we might put ourselves in the trouble. Maybe as a little bit of negligence could also put us into the trouble. So, for that all reason, my dear friends and fellows, we need to focus upon the situation and we need to think positive. We need to believe in it as well that I shall, inshallah, be able to reach my destination. And although there are problems and difficulties, there are challenges and there are threats, but I shall like to continue my journey. It is like that of a, this mindset will take us to our destination. This mindset will make us a successful person, while the other person who thinks most of the time when complaining, criticizing, and uh, moaning and groaning, raising hue and cry, this person is definitely not a wise person at all, not an intelligent person at all. Why? Because this person is wasting the precious time she have got. So, dear friends, the life for most of the people is challenging. There are multiple types of difficulties, there are multiple types of challenges, and still there are a lot of threats as well, and we might find ourselves in the trouble, and despite all that, we might not be able to live up to our dreams. We might not be able to reach our destination. All of these things are okay, but my dear friends and fellows, what we need to do is that we need to think differently. We need to think differently. We need to become patient. We need to think positive. We need to focus upon the situation. We need to stay there where we are bodily, and we need to develop our vision. How can I reach my destination? We don't have to complain and criticize at all, because doing all that is nothing but the wastage of our precious time. We don't have to waste our precious time, because if at all we do keep wasting it, what is going to happen? That we shall never be able to reach our destination at all. The time we will be wasted, and the people, many of the people, most of the people will come from the behind, and they will go ahead of us. We don't want this actually. So, dear friend, be a very patient person, be a very resilient person, and also we need to develop the mindfulness. We need to keep our focus upon wherever we are, upon whatever we are doing, upon wherever we want to reach. Thank you.